Honorable judges, church school teachers, parents, parishioners, and fellow students, good morning. As a proud and very patriotic Greek-American young man, I am completely ecstatic to hear that we are rebuilding our church near the fallen ground zero. The rebuilding of this church represents so much for our faith. First of all, I feel that it is truly the embodiment of the Christian persistent spirit. Oppression. This is something that as Greeks we are all too familiar with, and even more as Christians. But through oppression, we have learned resilience. We've been broken down, but we keep rebuilding. We keep spreading the good word of God. We do this because of our persistent Christian spirit. Now let's change gears a little. Let's talk about the relevance of good and evil in this matter. There is no doubt in my mind that the people who were responsible for the terrorist attacks were acting evil. They had been corrupted, say, by the evil one. But though this small church's perseverance and rebuilding after such a horrific turn of events, the whole world might see it as a beacon for good and a lighthouse of sorts. In rebuilding, this small church represents victory over evil. What is victory? Is it just to win? Or is it to overcome an enemy or an antagonist? Well, it's the latter. Even Merriam-Webster Dictionary will tell you that. Overcoming an enemy. It makes you think, who is our enemy as Greek Orthodox Christians? Simple question, right? It's the devil. It's evil. It's the mission statement of our Christian faith. The rebuilding of this church is not only a step over evil, but it sends the message that even if you tear us down, us as Christians will grow back with strength and vigor, and it also spreads the message that even in horrible times and after terrible events, that God's shining will always be there for us. Now, the critics of our faith will ask us many questions. One such question might be, a God who loves all of his people, how could he allow the events of 9/11 to happen and occur in the first place? Where was God that faithful day, they might ask? And to this very pressing question, I have a rebuttal. God was indefinitely there that one day. Because though there was definite evil, there was outstanding bravery and good. On September 11th, 2001, there was 36,000 pints of blood donated. There were hundreds of emergency workers and thousands of untrained pedestrians who braved the carcinogen-filled smoke and dust to help pull people from the burning, charred wreckage. God was also there to pull the souls of the deceased along with him up to heaven. God was there, just like he is for all of us, constantly lighting the way for us like a lighthouse, being a beacon of hope. God shines through the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church in New York, New York. He shines through representing the Greek Orthodox persistent spirit, victory over evil, and the hope for the continuance of spreading the word of God. Thank you.